Chapter 2, the study of criminology. First slide. The term criminology was originated from the Greek word krimin, which means crime, and ology, which means a science, academic field, or a study. Literally, criminology daw ay scientific study of a crime. Next is phenomenon, refers to the appearance or observed features of something experienced as distinguished from reality. Ang gusto lang sabihin ng phenomenon, or gusto ko lang ipaintindi sa inyo, phenomenon, isa siyang totoong pangyayari from reality na merong something interesting sa kanya, na merong magandang pag-aralan. Again, phenomenon, totoong nangyayari. According to the premier personalities in the field of criminology, it cannot be considered a science because it has not yet acquired universal validity and acceptance. It is still changeable and it varies from the one time and place to another. Ang gusto lang sabihin ng mga personalities na to, we cannot consider criminology as science kasi dapat universal validity bago matawag na science. Yung iisa ang rason kung bakit nangyayari ang isang bagay, and not everywhere pare-pareho ang rason ng mga kriminal bakit nila nakukumit ang isang krimen. Katulad sa Jamaica, legal ang marijuana, sa Pilipinas hindi. So how can we consider criminology as a science? For example, magbibigay tayo ng isa pang sample ng science. Ang may example natin sa science ay, yung coconut tree, pag tinanim mo sa Pilipinas, ang pagtubo niya, upward, hindi pa ilalim. Sa ibang bansa, sa Jamaica, magtanim ka ng ganun. Sa Taiwan, sa Singapore, and everywhere, upward. That is science. Hindi tulad ng crime, iba-iba ang rason, iba-iba ang bunga. Yung unang explanation natin about science, yan yung applied science. And second is yung social science. Pag sinabi natin social science, crime is a social problem which has a great impact to society kaya tinatawag sang social crime. Dynamic naman, the study of crime changes as to place and social condition, capable to adapt to modern and changing types. For example, before anthropology ang ginagamit sa pagdedetermine ng isang kriminal, but today, meron na tayong fingerprint. Next is nationalistic. Nationalistic, the study of crime should be correlated with existing laws within the territory. Considering then yung the history, the culture, the social norms, and the law of that specific country. Each country has its own set of laws and crime are defined by the laws of that country. Next is branches of criminology. First, makikita nyo ang criminal demography. That is the study of relationship between criminality and population. Pag kaunti ang populasyon, mas kaunti ang krimen, mas matao, mas malaki ang bilang ng krimen. Pag nasa probinsya ka, konti ang krimen. Kapag nasa city, kapag nasa Manila, for example, Divisoria, marami ang bilang ng krimen. Next is criminal ecology. That is the study of relationship between criminality and environment. Mas mainit, mas maraming mabilis magalit. Pag malamig, tag-ulan, marami rin ang nagkukomit ng crime, especially pag nanakaw or akyat bahay. For example dyan ay yung pag mainit, maraming nagagalit ng mabilis. Hindi natin matatanggihan. Maraming mabilis magalit, nakakapag-commit sila ng crime, nakakapatay sila, nakakasakit sila. Next is, pag malamig ang panahon. Kapag malamig ang panahon, usually masarap ang tulog ng mga tao. That is the perfect time na magkakaroon ng mga akyat bahay. Yan yung pinakamagandang time for them para sumalisi sa mga bahay at makapagnakaw. Next is criminal physical anthropology. That is the study of criminality in relation to the physical constitution of a man. Itong physical anthropology is physical characteristic. Binabase natin sa itsura ng tao kung isa ba siyang criminal. Moving forward, maiintindihan nyo kung paano at bakit nila na-define na criminal ang isang tao based sa kanyang panlabas na anyo. Next is criminal psychology, the study of human behavior in relation to crime. That is the abnormal behavior or substance abuse pattern sa isang tao. Next, criminal psychiatry, the study of human mind in relation to crime, evaluating criminals depends to asserts their mental state and capacity as it's relate to their alleged crimes, intersection of mental health and criminal behavior. Next is criminal etiology, the study of the causes and factors of crime. This is the study of how and why people commit crime. For example, theft, pagnanakaw. Ano ba yung rason? Kahirapan. They cannot afford to purchase a product or food. That is the reason why. Last sa branches of criminology ay victimology, a branch of criminology that deals with the study of reasons and principles underlying victimization as social phenomenon. This is the psychological effects on victims, the relationship between victims and the offender. Dito nalalaman kung meron bang relationship between the victim and the offender. Next is principal division of criminology. Criminal etiology, same as what I discussed on the last slide. Sociology of law, this deals with the attempt on the analysis of the condition under which penal or criminal law developed and constructed as a process of formal social control. Hindi siya nagpo-focus sa offender but on the consequences of disorder, violence, and criminality. Next is penology, this concerned with the control, rehabilitation, reformation, and treatment of offender. This is the study of the punishment of crime and prison management. Moving forward, maiintindihan niyo yan kapag na-take nyo na yung mga courses nyo related sa penology. Now, let's move forward to criminological school of thoughts. This is not a literal school. Moving forward, maiintindihan nyo kung bakit siya tinawag na school. First is Italian School of Criminology. Was founded at the end of the 19th century by Cesar Lombroso and two of his Italian disciples, Enrico Ferri and Rafael Garofalo. Sa Italian school or positivist or Italian school, nakafocus siya sa criminal. Doon sa tao na guilty or ang criminal ay considered as sick. Meron daw sakit yung criminal na need mapagamot, need to be treated in a correctional institution. Again, pag sinabing Italian school, naniniwala ang samahang ito na ang tao daw na nakakomit ng crime ay mayroong sakit na karapat-dapat lamang na magamot sa loob ng correctional institution. By the way, pag sinabi nating school of thought, school ay isang grupo, thought, asosasyon, meron silang same line of thinking, same idea. Katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, hindi siya literal na school. School of thought, isa siyang grupo or asosasyon na merong iisang layunin. Dito naman sa Classical School of Criminology, kabaliktaran siya ng isa. Ang Classical School naman, mas binibigyan importansya ang krimen kesa doon sa kriminal. Mas inuuna ang crime kesa doon sa offender. Pag sinabing Classical School, revenge ang parusa. Proportionate ang parusa sa nagawa. Sa Classical, sinasabi nila na rational daw. Meron daw kapasidad ang tao na gawin ng isang bagay, kayang pumili, example sa pagpili ng course. Ikaw, bago ka nag-college, meron kang capacity na magpili ng kursong gusto mong kunin. Ganoon din daw sa tao. Free will. Ikaw ang namili na gawin yung isang bagay. Lahat ng tao may free will, lahat daw ay normal at alam ang ginagawa nila. How about those people na insane or may mental health? Even insane, need na mabigyan ng punishment. Again, ang classical school, naniniwala sila na lahat ng tao ay may free will at alam ang ginagawa. Kahit isa kang baliw, may mental health ka, insane ka, you need to be punished. Pain should exceed sa pleasure ng ginawa niya sa crime. Again, pain should exceed sa pleasure na naging niya sa crime. For example, rape, ang crime, tapos ang punishment, push up, that is not proportionate. For example, rape, ang punishment, life imprisonment. That is classical school. And punishment daw must be regardless of age, mentality, social status, and their personal condition. Kahit ilang taon ka, kahit anong mental capacity mo, kahit anong posisyon mo sa buhay, kailangan kang maparusahan. For example, sa bata. Yung bata, naglalaro, natabig niya yung malaking base. Ngayon, yung malaking base na hulog sa ulo ng adult, namatay. That child should be punished. Yun ang sinasabi ng classical school. Next is the Neoclassical School of Criminology that continues the traditions of the classical school within the framework of right realism. So, dito sa Neoclassical, sinasabi na ang children daw at yung mga taong lunatics or insane, they cannot calculate the pain over pleasure. So, hindi daw dapat napaparusahan ang mga bata at mga taong wala sa pag-iisip kasi hindi nila alam ang ginagawa nila. Yun naman ang sagot ng Neoclassical sa Classical School of Criminology. Chicago School of Criminology is best known for its urban sociology and for the development of the symbolic interactionist approach. It has a focus on human behavior as determined by social structure and physical environmental factors. Dito, hindi sa genetics nagbe-base sa pagdedetermine kung isa ka bang kriminal. Unlike for anthropology, pinibase siya sa itsura, sa genetics, na naman mo, from your parents. Here ay personal characteristic ang pinag-uusapan. Ikaw, alam mo sa sarili mo, ikaw ang may responsibilidad kung magiging kriminal ka ba. Ikaw ang may hawak ng kapalaran mo at kung dedepende ka rin sa environment na kinalalagyan mo. For example, nasa squatter areas ka, nasa Manila ka, maraming kang kriminal na kasama, kung gagayahin mo sila, it's your choice. Again, nasa iyo ang choice or kapalaran mo kung isa kang or magiging isa kang kriminal. Next, famous personalities in the field of criminology. Ngayon ay atin namang kilalanin ang 14 na personalidad sa criminology. So first slide, makikita natin is si Cesare Lombroso. Lombroso is an Italian criminologist known as the father of empirical criminology, who advanced the theory that crime is the result of a heredity, predisposition, and certain individual. Si Cesare Lombroso, he believed that the true criminal could be recognized by observing definite physical features and traits, including a long lower jaw, a symmetric cranium is bungo, and other noticeable circumstances. Again, si Cesare Lombroso naniniwala siya na kayang i-determine ang isang criminal based sa kanyang panlabas na anyo. That is the anthropology na nadidiscuss natin kanina pa. And moving forward, or sa mga next chapter, mas maiintindihan natin yan kasi pag-aaralan natin yung physical anthropology ni Cesare Lombroso. Next ay si Enrico Ferri, one of Lombroso's students. Again, isa siyang estudyante ni Cesare Lombroso. He accepted the existence of a criminal type, but he paid attention on the factors other than innate physical characteristic and traits as symptoms of committing a crime. He considered social factors such as population trends, religion, and nature of family. He also suggested a more detailed classification of criminal type, including the born or instinctive criminal, the insane criminal, the passionate criminal, the involuntary criminal and occasional criminal, and the habitual criminal. Chapter 4, madidiscuss natin yung mga naka-under kay Enrico Ferri. Ngayon, hindi muna natin siya maiisa-isa. Next is Rafael Garofalo, an Italian lawyer who contributed the concept of natural crime, which he argued was the most important concern of criminology. According to him, natural or true crime is conduct that when evaluated against the typical moral sense of the community offends the unselfish sense of humankind. The true criminal is one who lacks and offends the basic sentiments of pity and probity. Mas makikilala pa natin siya sa mga susunod na chapter. Next, Charles Bachman Garing, a British criminologist who conducted the recorded the facial and other measurement of several criminals and non-criminals. To explain further his finding, he studied phrenology, the study of the bumps on the outside of the skull. Pag sinabing bumps, yung mga bukol sa bungo, and next na pinag-aralan niya ay criminology, the scientific study of the shape, sizes, and other characteristic of human skulls. Itong phrenology and criminology, madalas itong lumalabas sa mga board exam. Noong time namin lumabas itong phrenology and criminology. Next is Cesar Vanessa Marquez de Beccaria, commonly known in his name Cesar Beccaria, an Italian criminologist, economist, and jurist. His principal works in Essay on Crimes and Punishment. In this work, he criticized the use of torture and secret judicial proceeding and advocated the abolition of the death penalty. Again, what is abolition? Yung pagpapatigil ng death penalty. And finally, Beccaria argued that penalty to be imposed for criminal offenses should be proportioned and commensurate with the seriousness of the offense. Before kasi merong mga crime na death penalty, right? So, ang pinaglaban ni Beccaria ay ang mga criminal offenses daw should be proportionate sa parusa. Hindi na ganun kaseryoso. And next, Jeremy Bentham, a British philosopher who proposed the systematic codification arrangement of criminal laws. He urged lawmakers and legislators to base crimes and punishment on the principle of utility, that is the greatest good for the greatest number. For example, itong greatest good for the greatest number para maintindihan nyo. Nung nagpipili ka ng course, gusto mo ay mag-nursing. Ang gusto ng ate mo, gusto ng kuya mo, gusto ng mama mo, gusto ng papa mo, mag-criminology ka. Sinunod mo yung gusto ng nakararami kesa sa gusto mo. That is the good example of greatest good for the greatest number. As a result of Bentham's proposal, the number of crimes in England punishable by the death penalty was reduced from about 250 at the beginning of the 19th century to 4 only, FOUR, by 1861. Giambattista della Porta. He founded the school of the study of physiognomy. Again, physiognomy, which concerned in the study of the facial features to judge somebody's character or temperament and their relationship to human behavior. Hinuhusgahan ang tao depende sa panlabas na anyo. Again, ang physiognomy, face reading or face assessing. Yan ang paniniwala ni Giambattista della Porta. Johann Caspar Lavater. A Swiss philosopher and theologian best known for his writing on physiognomy, a highly unscientific practice involving the divination and judging of human character or criminal types according to the facial features. Again, ang nag-found ng school or the study of physiognomy ay si Giambattista della Porta at ang writing naman ay nanggaling kay Johann Caspar Lavater. Ernest Kretschner. He spearheaded the study of somatotype or physiology centered to the study of relationship of the build of a person or his physique to the type of offense which is prone to be committed by him. Sa next nating personalities, maiintindihan nyo kung ano yung somatotype or somatotyping. William H. Sheldon, an American psychologist who further developed somatotyping, the system of describing a person's body type. He came up with a theory that established the link between different body types, categorizing them into the 3 groups together with their corresponding temperaments. Type, endomorphic, mesomorphic, ectomorphic. Sinasabi dito na ang endomorphic daw ay yung mga fat and rounded physique. Pag mesomorphic, has a stocky and muscular build. Next is ectomorphic, thin and bony. Endomorphic, sila yung mga malalaman. Mesomorphic, sila yung mga mayroong maraming muscle or merong muscular build. Ectomorphic, thin, bony, or payat. Sa temperament naman, ang kalagayan ng mga yan, pag sinabing endomorphic, relax, loves, comfort, and extrovert. Viscerotonic, again, endomorphic, equivalent to viscerotonic, relax, loves, comfort, and extrovert. Sa mesomorphic naman, sila yung tinatawag na romotonic. Active sila, dynamic, and aggressive to become criminal. Yan yung mga has stocky and muscular build, yung mga malalaki ang katawan. Next, cerebrotonic ang tawag sa mga ectomorphic. Loner daw sila, sensitive to noise, and hates crowd. Nagkaroon ng study ng ganyan kasi before, dyan daw nila malalaman kung isa bang criminal din ng isang tao. For example, malaki yung katawan, mataba yung tao. Sa tingin mo, fashion or not fashion, magiging isa ba siyang snatcher? Kaya niya bang makipagsabayan sa takbuhan? Kapag malaki ang katawan ng tao, kaya ba? Sa takbuhan, kayang-kaya. Pagpayat, kaya ba? Maybe, pero sa pakikipag-agawan, nung hinila niyang bag or something, mahihirapan siya. Again, magbe-base din tayo sa physical feature or build ng tao. Akyat bahay. Pwede ba ang mga malalaki ang katawan? Or ang matataba, mahirap. Sa mga may muscle, kayang-kaya. Sa payat, kayang-kaya din kasi magagaan ang katawan. Again, merong ding factor ang physical build ng isang tao sa pagkukomit niya ng crime. Makikita mo rin sa isang tao kung kaya niya bang gawin at kung siya ba ang gumawa ng isang krimen. Regarding dun sa table, makikita nyo sa mga books nyo yung table nung sinabi kong 3 para ma-distinguish nyo or ma-differentiate nyo yung pagkakaiba nila. Adolf Quetelet, a Belgian mathematician who introduced the cartographic school of criminology. He used social statistical data which provided important demographic information on population including density, gender, religious affiliation, and wealth. He studied data to investigate the relativity of social factors and the tendency of the commit crime. In addition to his finding, age, sex has strong influences in crime. He also revealed that season, climate, population, composition, and poverty were also related to criminality. Alphonse Berthelon, the French criminologist who in 1879 devised the scientific method of identifying people, especially of criminals. Makikita dito na meron siyang measurement such as color of the eyes, scars, deformities, yung mga length, tips ng finger, yung trunk and head, yung mga length and width ng right ear, ng limbs, ng left middle finger, little finger, left forearm, and everything. Maraming nagsasabi na mahirap sundan yung exact or uniform na measurement na in-endorse ni Alphonse Bertolan. Next is si Edwin Sutherland, an American criminologist who wrote the book Principles of Criminology, where he considered criminology at present as not a science, but it has hope of becoming a science. As science, he also popularized the term white-collar crime, an illegal act committed by middle or upper-class persons in conjunction with their ordinary occupational pursuits. Matatakal pa natin yung white-collar and blue-collar job or crime moving forward. Last, Henry H. Goddard, an American psychologist who determined whether mental characteristics are inherited. In his report, The Kalikak Family, 1912, Goddard concluded that feeble-mindedness is transmitted genetically from one generation to another. So, itong Kalikak family, matatakil natin to moving forward dahil i-discuss natin ito sa room. And thank you so much for finishing this lecture. Ang gusto ko lang sabihin sa inyo, hindi natin kailangan isa-isahin or ipaliwanag ng todo itong mga taong ito. Dahil sa board exam, pinagbawal na ang paglalagay ng mga tao, ng mga personalities, ng lugar, ng mga Republic Act. So, dahil ang course nyo ay Introduction to Criminology, even though na hindi nyo na sila makikita sa board someday, kailangan nyo pa rin silang makilala. At yes, kailangan nyo silang makilala, pero hindi na ganun idinidiin or idinidikdik pa sa inyo isa-isa kung ano ba yung mga ambag nila sa field ng criminology. Ang kailangan nyo lang dyan na lagi matandaan, yung mga famous, which is Cesar Lombroso, father of criminology, and yung mga nagawa lang din nila na na-discuss naman kanina. And if ever na meron kayong mga hindi naintindihan, let's go ahead and tackle that kapag magkakasama na tayo.